kill now. Now?
Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, I've just noticed a line here that's not meant to be here. Graphical glitch? Who can say? Either way, our efforts to escape Brynlaw didn't go so well, as you can tell by our current location. The first thing that went wrong is that the pirate lord noticed we were trying to steal his vessel and tried to stop us. After we killed him and set sail, things went okay for a while, up until a Githyanki vessel decided to attack us because they detected that we had a relic of theirs on board. That relic turned out to be the item that Simon gave us as a token of friendship, which was actually a sneaky way of giving us something he didn't want anymore so that he wasn't killed by them. The Githyanki decided to kill everyone, however, to set an example, and then the Sahuagin attacked, just to make everything even worse. The ship broke apart, loads of people died, we were dragged down here to the city of Caverns, and as for Simon, Simon got away with his magic, because Simon always looks out for Simon. You better hope we never encounter him again. We have been tasked by the king of this city to go and deal with a group of rebels and bring back the leader of the rebels' heart to him, as a sign of our victory. The priestess that told us about this task that we're on, which apparently is a task prophesied by their god, warned that they need the rebels so that the bloodline of the people here remains strong and the city doesn't fall into ruin. The king doesn't care. The king seems to be quite mad, and he just wants the rebels gone. We just want to get out of here, and it seems like if we do what the king says, he'll not only reward us, but he will give us a way out. Into the Underdark. This is an entirely optional place that you can only get to if you go along with Simon's plan. If you decide to go through the portal, you just get to the Underdark part, which follows on from here. But you know me, I like looking at extra things and getting extra goodies, and there are quite a few extra goodies to get here. Speaking of goodies, let's look at the thing that Simon gave us, the thing that got us into loads of trouble. The Silver Blade. This is a piece of a silver sword, a Vorpal two-handed sword used by the Githyanki and considered holy by them. It is magically sharp and can sever limbs and heads with ease. If the whole weapon could be found, it could be magically reforged. And that is an amazing weapon when it is whole. It's going to be quite a while before it's whole. So for now, we'll put it in the bag and keep it safe. We have a scimitar +1, a scimitar +1, and some studded leather armor. We're not going to be doing anything with them apart from selling them. There is fortunately someone that we can sell things to pretty close by. As for all the stuff that we were told we'd be able to take from the ship, that is referring to items that were dropped on the ground that you may not have been able to have grabbed before the ship broke apart. In this instance, that is a bunch of mundane weaponry, but there is some magical ammunition that we can take. And a few rings that we will also hold on to. They're worth a little bit of money, and we do have plenty of storage space for them. As for what these bolts are, we have some bolts of biting, which you're going to hold on to, and some paralytic bolts. Hit target must save versus paralyzation or be stunned for 5 rounds, and that is a pretty nice part of bolts. Also, we want you to pass that over to Edwin, and we'll hold on to the gem. Before we go and talk to the priestess and go and find those rebels, let's talk to people of significance here. We have the Baron and the King. Let's first speak with the Baron. After, of course, grabbing those bolts, because I almost forgot about them.
Nothing to it.
Hello. Stand away from me, surface creature. Your scaleless features fill me with more than a little revulsion. Do as the honoured Ixthatokal has commanded you, and I shall be content. Fair enough. Let's speak with the King some more.
You are wondrously strange.
My favourite surface human wishes to speak to me once again. Do you have the heart of that rebel? I would so enjoy eating it now. No, I do not have it yet, but I intend to get it. Well, what are you waiting for? The rebel awaits. I would like to be there when he sees your hairy hides, but a king can't have everything. Let's go back up to here and have a word with that priestess. There's also someone nearby that we can buy and sell things from. I believe they are located over here. We'll quickly have a conversation with them first. Here is a priestess of Secular. The Shark Father watches. Do you require the services of this temple? Yes. May I see your services? Now, there are quite a few things we can buy, including potions of healing, heroism, improvision, strength, and quite a few scrolls. Let's see if there's anything here that we don't know and want to know. The answer is no, nothing. That just goes to show just how many spells Edwin knows. Now, let's go and talk to the priestess. She is, I believe, right here. Yep, there she is.
An offering for you, Sokola. Open your mighty jaws and take this, your former servant, as sustenance for you.
We are mighty, Shark Father. We strike without fear and without remorse. Take this gift as a measure of our power. No!
You continue to be an oddity here.
Ah, it is good you have come to see me before you left. The king has made it clear I should instruct you as to how you may enter the prince's base. The prince's base lies at the far end of the city, beyond a chamber with 2 great doors. Long ago, Secular appeared there and slew 1,000 infidels. He decreed no heretic should again enter the city, and sealed the doors. He placed his tooth upon the doors so that we could open them. Later, the drow came. With powerful magics they stormed the city, led by a mage of great strength. He took Secular's tooth from our lax guardians with the intent of blocking pursuit. The mage built an edifice in the southwest section of the city. He was killed, but his complex remains. Secular's tooth is guarded somewhere within. We have little need for it. The ocean is the means of our travel, but you need it. Seek out the drow's construct, foil his guardians, and obtain the key. I shall enter the drow section and obtain the key. Excellent. This brings me to my next point. You must do something for me. Our king is mad. Surely your audience with him showed you this. Oh yes, it certainly did. He is the result of poor breeding. Like his father, he has executed or exiled far too many of our kind. Our numbers are too few, our blood too thin. We must regain what we have lost. Prince Villanati, the exile's leader outside the city, is our only hope. With the prince on the throne, we would be strong again, to fight the Illithids and the drow. I have been in contact with the rebels, and now is the time to strike. What do you say, human? Surely you hold no love for our mad king. Help us survive, lest we be swept away by the denizens of the Underdark. This offer isn't very tempting to us so far, though, because, as I said, we don't care how things progress here. They're gonna have to sweeten the deal for us. The king has offered me a reward to kill this rebel. What are you offering me? I can offer you nothing myself, and I know that the exiles have little in the way of gold or magic that you might see as a suitable reward. Still, I ask that you speak to the prince. Perhaps he has some reward in mind. I beg you, human, do not let our mad king destroy my people. What makes you think I won't tell the king of your scheme? You are not of our race. You owe him no allegiance. You have seen Ixtatoko's state of mind. He may decide to kill you in the end anyway. That is true. He might. But if you do take this to a king, I cannot stop you, human. It will doom both myself and perhaps the city of Caverns as well. But I cannot stop you. We could inquire about what she wants us to do. We could always change our mind later. We could always use whatever method she gives us to get past many obstacles we'd otherwise have to fight, and then we could kill the prince. What do you need me to do exactly? I only ask that you talk with Prince Villanati, that is all. Listen to what he has to offer, and decide then what you shall do. I will give you an orb the rebels will recognize. They will bring you to Villanati. That is, of course, if you agree to talk instead of kill. She's only asked that we talk to the prince. This isn't unreasonable. We could always decide that the prince's argument isn't good enough and then kill him. So we'll agree to talk to the prince. Very well. I agree to talk to this prince. Good. Here is the orb. Keep it in your possession when you leave the city of Caverns. You will be approached by an exile to be brought to the prince. I pray that you and the prince can come to an agreement, for the sake of all my people. Go then, and may Sekolah guard you from harm. Worst case scenario, we'll just end up killing the prince anyway. Also, that former priestess had 47 gold. Now, we want to go to the southwest portion of this city and go to the drow part to get that tooth. We're going to need that tooth. Now, we can't go that way. I imagine we have to go, yep, it's this way. We'll talk to people as we go by, like the Sahuagin Royal Guard. You are the surface creatures. I have fought many of your kind on raids to the surface shores. The most exalted one has commanded your safety. For now. That's good. If you plan on passing this point, surface dwarf, you should be warned that it is not truly part of the city of Caverns. Beyond here lies an old place home to the blackened elves, with traps enough to send any to the belly of the shark father. Enter at your own risk. We have to go in there. The warning about the traps is a nice one to hear, though. That means that we're going to step forward very cautiously and have Hexat look for trouble. Like potentially here. Is there anything here that we need to worry about? Yes? No? It would seem not. The traps must be further ahead.
If that's what you want.
The traps could also just be enemies. They could very well just be opponents that we're going to have to face. Or something right there. That was pretty nasty. Corgan took quite a bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. Let us get that healed up. It's a good thing you got hit by it and not somebody else. That was enough damage to nearly kill Edwin.
What would you have me do?
Forward a bit more. Oh, there are some sword spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, time for you to step back, and time for Terri and Corgan and Dawn to handle this. Dawn is healthy enough. Sword spiders are always nasty no matter what level you face them. And I don't want you to attack. You were selected by mistake. Don't move too far forward though. There could be more traps. I'm in fact anticipating more traps considering the enemies we just fought. That trap we stumbled into was likely one to hold people in place so that we could be ambushed by the spiders. I want you to heal here. A little bit more healing. There is a scroll. Might as well grab it. Forward a little bit.
I'm waiting very well.
See if we can find this trap. No?
Impressive.
Yeah.
No traps found yet. I'm anticipating another one down here, though. Also, the architecture is certainly a little different here.
What would you have me do? Very good.
Oh, there is a bone golem. Right, let us step back. Frontline fighters forward again. And I get the feeling that equipping the hammer here is going to be a sensible idea.
Blood of glory, a skull breaker.
Bone golem would normally be a problem, but not for this party. Oh no!
You are like that is
Bone
what
golem didn't stand too much of a chance against that front line. Any more traps?
Very well.
Not so far.
Ha! That's how it's done.
I really was anticipating there being more. Oh! And there's a trap! Just as I was about to say that I believed that I would anticipate more of them, there was one. That was quite a nasty one, considering how much experience we got for disarming it.
That's
3,250.
very good.
Anyone here?
If you say so.
No.
If that is what you want.
I'm really wary. Ah, I know actually what's going to happen here. There's an imp here. Ooh, someone has come to play at last. Yes, yes, yes. Someone will play with us now. And not that stodgy, overgrown Fish King. Yeah, that old Fish King. Phew, no sense of humour. None. But now, you big peoples will want the treasure, right? Big peoples always want the drow's treasures, yes. You can have the drow treasure, oh yes. But you have to play our game first. You have to play our game. What say you, big people? You are wanting the treasure? You wants to play our game, yes? Why would I want to play this game of yours? Well, you could go and look in all the chests if you wanted to. Yes, yes, you could. Most of them are empty now anyway. Most of them, except for one. One of them is locked up tight and has all of the drow's treasure. All of it. And something else too. It has a nasty, nasty, nasty inside it that will come out and steal your soul. You'll be forever dead, dead. We can unlock the chest and protect you from the nasty, nasty, nasty. But only if you plays our game. Only if you plays, yes. So what say you, big peoples? Will you plays our game? We can say no, but it can't hurt to play. Especially if the imps are telling the truth. The imps could be lying, but it's quite likely they've been magically bound to guard the chests, and so will have to help us. Or they've been magically bound to the chests and have been told to lie. But we have to take that chance. Very well, I'll play your game if that's what it takes. The Bigs people will plays our game! Hooray! 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 Okay, big peoples, this is how our game will go. There are 5 chests here with nothings in them. In front of each empty chest, a famous big people will appear. Famous big people! Oh yes! Powerful famous big people! Each famous big people will give you a gift that belongs to another famous big people, and they will hint to you what gifts belong to them. If you thinks you know which famous big people a gift belongs to, you put it in the empty chest behind them. Yes? Very simple. Once you places all 5, you comes and asks us. If you wrong, we laugh at you. If you right, we open the 6th chest and you can laugh at the nasty, nasty, nasty. Lots of fun. Okay, we starts now. Time for the riddle of the imps, everyone. And we have 5 people to talk to. And a trap that we just walked onto. But fortunately, the trap didn't really do that much, and I'm quite glad for that.
I am ready.
We also need Hexat here, just in case there are any more traps. There could very well be more traps. Yes, there are quite a few more traps. Let's just get rid of these, shall we? Trap gone. Trap gone. Trap gone. And trap gone. Any more traps that we can succumb to? Yes, that one right there. How this works is that we have to talk to each of these people, as the imp said, get something from them, and then give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Let's get Terri to do all the talking. First, we'll talk to
If
Drizzt.
that's what you want.
Yes, yes, you have my attention.
I am Drizzt, a drow who left my hated home below to become a hero true. I require something with which I have vanquished many. One of 2. I give you a helmet here, a symbol, so I'm told, of rulership on the surface land in a city far north and cold. We have a helmet. And here is Pierre Garin.
Hey,
I am Pierre Garin, a paladin of Tyr's faith and the open lord of my northern land. If you will, place a symbol of my rule within my hand. I give to you this staff of darkest hue which has faced many an evil foe. It is not mine, but I tell you now, it belongs to what I know. We then talk to Illustriel.
Hello there.
I am Illustriel, a daughter of Maestra, one of 7, Lady of the Moon. Give me my symbol of the sword bequeathed by my mother from her home in heaven. I give to you this pipe of root and magic. Its power is strong, I will not lie. Bequeath it to a man instead, one older even than I. Well, I know who that item is bound for. Let us now talk to Kelban. I am Kelban, a wizard of great power, one of the rulers of the finest city of the north. I need the item that supplies my fondest name, and an extra leg as I walk forth. I give to you this pendant of silver, for it belongs to another. Place it around the neck of one who is sister, but not mother. And finally, Elminster. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't an illusion of Elminster, but actually Elminster, just having some fun. Elminster's done stranger things.
I can offer some guidance, but I will not interfere in your destiny.
I am Elminster. You know me, friend, as the oldest wizard to have walked the land. In my heart I am but an old man, and I require an item to while away time's sand. I give to you this curved sword. I am too old to fight. Give it to another warrior, one whose skin is black as night. So we have the following items. We have a scimitar. We have a pipe. A pendant. A helmet. And a staff. As well as the rebel's orb that we got from agreeing to talk to the rebel prince. I'm going to save, because this could go horribly wrong. It's not likely to, because I think I know which item belongs to which chest. As we go to Elminster's chest here, and we put in the pipe. We go to Dritz's chest, and we put in the scimitar. We go to Pierre Guérin's chest and put in the helmet. We go to Kelvin's chest and give him his staff. And finally, we go to your chest and give you the pendant.
Ooh, you got it all right, you did. You outsmarted us, but good. Aw, is the game's over already? Okay, we keeps the deal. You goes and opens the last chest now, and we imps will save you. We gets to laugh at the nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh, goody! Goes and opens it, big people.
Ah, you have released me. But what is this? I cannot reach your life force.
Ha ha! Poor nasty, nasty, nasty. You can't do nothing, nasty. We protecting's the big people.
No, I am too weak.
Ha ha! That was fun. You funny big peoples. We go now.
The Spectre is gone.
What would you have
We
had
can
me
now
do?
look in this chest. Is it trapped? It could very well still be trapped, and you may notice that there is something there called the Spectator, and it looks like a giant beholder. That's because it is a giant beholder, and in here are two magic items of significant power. How powerful? This is a cloak that Edwin cannot identify, but these are boots of etherealness. Why these boots were ever made has long been the subject of speculation among the sages of Candlekeep. Some suggest that a certain noblewoman was gifted them by an ethereal lover, so that she could join him for a tryst. Others simply point out that the boots are useful for any mage to become intangible to attacks while devastating an opponent with offensive magic. You can become ethereal once per day. The wearer is immune to normal weapons. Spells may still be cast, and weapons may still be used. The duration is 5 rounds. And these are fantastic boots for Edwin to wear to protect him from harm. And I believe we are pretty much full on boots. Yep, everybody's wearing boots, so we will put these here and take a look at this item using the goggles. The Spirit Shield +2. This cloak is said to focus the energies of one spirit into a force that protects him or her. Rumours of a vampire enslaved in the magical item are ever present, but they are impossible to prove without destroying the cloak. Armor class +2, saving throws +2. This is a fine cloak. And I believe it is an upgrade for you, because you're wearing one that gives you +1/+1. And this gives you +2/+2, increasing your armor class to a whopping -9. That puts you on par with Corgan. My armor classes are ridiculous. I don't think I've ever had the AC of my party members be so ridiculous in this game at this point. It does get very ridiculous, but not right here. Not usually. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to go and talk to that Spectator. But not with Terri. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then.
Get busy.
Later.